Hey friends, welcome back to Live Free and Tool On. My name is Brent, and today we are checking out the Ryobi 18 volt 1 Plus Advanced Stick Vac. Now this is the latest stick vac in the line of stick vacs and is the most advanced as by the name indicates, and it is the most powerful. It has a 1 liter cup, it has an intelligent motor, it has a self-charging base that this slides into. The bottom of it has for a hard floor, so it has a soft roller, then it has a hard roller on the bottom, and it has, what is it, anti-hair tangle rollers on there too. It has a handle right here at the top, and, well, I guess this is the top, this is the side, if you hold it this way, whichever way you want to do it. But today we're going to be testing this out on my living room, as you can see right here. Now, I have to preface everything by saying if you've watched any of my other reviews, then you already knew this, but if you don't, well, here we go. My wife and I have 7 kids. They are small, but whenever you have little kids, whenever you have kids in general, they're messy. They're always messy. There's no way around it. They're just super messy. You can't keep anything clean. So you always need a vacuum or something at the ready to clean up the Cheerios, the corn flakes, the animal crackers, orange peels, banana peels, apple crumbles, anything else. You're going to have it. It's going to be dirt. It's going to be hair. It's going to be disgusting. And you need something that's going to do a hard floor and a carpet, depending on the pile of the carpet. You need to do everything. So today we're going to be testing this out, and I'm pretty excited about it. A couple different things about it is this does remove right through here. So you can take this off, and you do have some onboard storage. You can see that, and let me just put this down. This does come off, so you can see right here on the little shaft, they have some storage. That's new, but to be honest, I mean, that comes off. If you don't want it there and you just want to use this, you can, but this is actually pretty convenient that they do have a little bit of onboard storage. I don't consider it to be a showstopper, but it is a nice little touch, cheap touch. Now, if you're new to the Ryobi brand, then you don't know this, but if you've been here for a while, then you know that whenever you take this off, the reason why you take it off is because you can put the attachments on. Now, this attachment right here is pretty interesting, right? So it gets into crevices. It's a bunch of little straws. I don't know if you can see that, but it's pretty cool. It gets in crevices, but it can only pick up anything the diameter of the straw that's actually here. So that's pretty cool. But you can put, they give you like 4 attachments, and they give you a pet hair attachment as well. They give you a lot of different things. We're going to get into that a little bit later, but for now, we need to jump right into the testing. This is available right now, so you can get this, and I will link it. I'll put a product link in the video as well. In case you really want to go check it out, you can. One thing before we get into the test, the batteries. This is your lithium-ion battery. These are the same batteries that go in your tools. That makes a huge difference because that creates an entire platform that, depending on whatever your significant other is, doesn't even have to be a significant other, but if you have any of the Ryobi tools, then this particular vacuum is going to run off that. And if you do have the batteries, that means you're going to literally have unlimited run time if you just keep putting the batteries in, if you keep charging it. But this does come with a 18 volt 4 amp hour battery, and I will tell you, it does last a long time. So that's really important to note. But let's get into vacuuming. I actually haven't used it, so this is going to be my first time with this as well. This does have a HEPA filter, so remember that. So you're not going to put any dust particles or anything out there. It's going to capture it within the vacuum. It's going to stay in the vacuum, so it's going to help the air quality in your house too. But I've talked enough. Let's get into the testing.
What you're putting in, all your hopes and efforts are all in vain. Who
right, so I just finished the living room, and let's see how much I actually have in here. So that's actually, did you all just see that? That's all I had to do. Put it in. It's that simple, but all you have to do is you just pull this and it actually just pops right out. It's pretty cool, but see how much I have in here? There's a lot of stuff. I didn't know my living room was that dirty. So, found a box, you know me, it's a diaper box. Now, the easiest way to do this, you actually don't have to take this off if you really don't want to. It's kind of difficult if you don't, but all you need to do is just press this button right here and it'll open just like that. And you shake it out and that's it. Now there's a lot of stuff in there, but with all that being said, I needed to clean this out. It only has a 1 liter, which actually is a lot, 1 liter through here. Now I think it goes to show I filled it up almost all the way to here, not just here. So it will continue to pick up and it will continue to make sure that it gets everything off the floor. The beaters are agitating everything off the floor and it's really beating the dander out of the carpet. It's sucking it up through the vacuum. It's getting it through the filter. It's trapping it in the filter, right? So it's getting the air through the filter. So you're actually going to have a lot cleaner air, especially when you walk and you're kicking things up. But with all of that being said, you as a consumer need to know a couple things. This is the newer version of the vacuum. The wheels on the other vacuums, they had some problems falling off. This one, they fixed it. No longer do they fall off. They're not made the same way. But what do we do next? We actually need to check the rollers and clean them. All you have to do, it's a toolless change. So you push that down, it actually just pops right off. This comes out. It comes out the bottom. You can see the roller. You can clean it off, do whatever you need to do with it. We'll set that to the side. We'll do the same thing here. So we're just going to pull that down. And this one actually pulls out. Now, the reason why I'm going to do a close-up on this one is because it has these little rubber things right here. Do you see that? And these are brushes right here, but this is solid. And I don't know, can we get that into focus? Focus right here. Can you see that? I don't know, but as you can see, there's hair, and I still have 1 dog, but my other dog's passed away, so I don't have as much hair, but we do have some, and this does not allow the hair to get entangled inside of the beater, so you can literally just pull them off. This does come with a knife too that you can cut them off, but as you can see, this is really nice to have this. And it agitates pretty good too. But the only thing you need to do is you just slide it right back in. Make sure you align it up on the bottom whenever you slide it in. Just like so. And then all you need to do is pivot that back in place. It's locked. That's good. And then you want to do the same thing with this one. So you're going to put it in just like this. I don't know if you can see that. You push it in, you lock it, and you are good to go. Now, you've seen how it works. You've seen the pivoting. You can see the full motion head as well. You know, it goes back and forth. But you got to see some of the power. And I'm going to test that. So right now, so I don't know how well you can actually see this, but it's Cheerios, there's Rice Krispies treats, and it goes from carpet to hard floor over here. This is just dirt and soil over here. And what I'm going to do is set up the camera, and I'm going to do a single pass forward and a single pass backwards, and you're going to see the transition between carpet to hard floor, and we'll see how well it does. I'm going to get up the Cheerios first and the Rice Krispies treats. Let me just make sure they're within the width of the actual vacuum. And considering this is, I think it's a 9-inch width, this should be pretty good, but let's just see how good the power does. Okay, so you can see there are some that got stuck up under the carpet, but that was not the vacuum's fault. But this is clean. You can see right here, there's nothing there. It actually did its job, and it cleaned the area, and it transitioned really well from carpet to hard floor. That's kind of crazy, right? It's pretty awesome. So one of the things that you have to know is that storage is paramount. This is a little bitty coat closet that we made, and the only thing I have to do now is we set it right there and it just charges, because this is a charging base. Now, a couple things about this, and I don't know why I get excited about these things. However, if we take a look right here, you can see it has onboard storage, and this is the pet attachment. As you can see, that's pretty cool. And then you have this right here. Now, it may be hard to see. However, what if you do need to store the wand? Well, those clever engineers, they actually put a little bitty connector that you can store everything else right here. So this can store by itself if you need to. Now, if we take this off over here, and it may be hard to see, so I'll take this off, you do have more storage over here. So you do have your crevice tool, and then you have your other tool right here, so this will fit. And then you have another cool little crevice tool that we talked about earlier. That can go here too if you do not want to have your onboard storage, which that's what this is. So we'll set this aside. We'll put this back up here, and everything stores in a compact area, which is super convenient, and it just does the job. And it's going to charge the entire time, so whenever you need it, it's ready to go. Now, I'm going to do a quick clips of all of the attachments so you can see how they work, and I'm not going to talk. You're just going to see the performance, because I think everyone gives a bunch of different accessories, and it's important to see those. But I would say I would be remiss if I didn't show them to you. So here we go.
What you putting in? All your hopes and efforts, all in vain. Who will pick you up when you've lost everything? Does it all become for granted with a wedding ring?
So at the end of the day, after we do all of the testing, you're going to have to make the decision yourself. And the most informed decision that you can make on this, well, it's going to be the best, because I'm going to tell you right now, this is not cheap. If you get the full kit with the battery, with the docking station where you're going to be able to charge it, and all the accessories, with the dual rollers, which is actually pretty phenomenal, it's going to cost you $379. That's not cheap. But if you look at some of the other major brands like Dyson, they get a lot more expensive. But considering that I'm able to use the same battery for this as I do in my other tools, which means I have plenty of batteries and pretty much unlimited power, it's worth it for me. And I'm already invested, and I know the tools well. And since they're made by a tool manufacturer, they're a lot more robust, and they last a lot longer than, well, just a vacuum brand. But you all need to make the decision yourself. I'm just one review. I would encourage you to get out there and go look at other reviews. Check to see what other people are saying. Ryobi with the HP intelligence in their vacuums, well, it's come a long ways, and there is a lot of great stuff about it. If there's any questions that you have, put them down below, and I'll do my best to answer them. I'm not the premier expert, but I do a lot of reviews, and I've done plenty of vacuum reviews, so you can check that out as well. And let me know what you think about those. But until next time, my name is Brent. This is Live Free and Tool On, and I cannot wait to see you all in the next video. Go out there, go build something, make some mistakes, take a risk, but learn from your mistakes. learn your lessons, pass on the solutions and those lessons to the next generation, and we will all be better for it at the end of the day. And until next time, take care.